It's the 10th of the month, and you know what that means.
It's time for the brand new episode of Here's
Here's
Looking at
looking at
You,
Yule Kid.
Kid. Oh boy, it's the podcast you
Now,
know you'll love.
yeah, and yeah, so now sharp-eared listeners may notice, well, it seemed like we were having trouble staying in sync when we said the title of this podcast. Now, is there a reason for that, Drake? Oh yeah, I'm Philip, that's Drake.
Yeah, I'm
We're your
Drake
host.
Amendola. That's Phil Romano. It's because we're not sitting next to each other like we were last month.
That's true. 2 episodes in, and we're on Zoom.
That's right, maybe due to the potential spread of the novel coronavirus,
Not so novel anymore.
which is what we said last month when we had to record
Oh
late due to me having COVID in October. Uh,
yeah. Good
just
memories, good memories.
neither of us have COVID, but just to be safe, we don't know for sure that anyone was exposed, but the holidays just
Yeah,
passed. More holidays are coming up. We're being careful.
due to rogue family members.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well,
but
speaking of rogues, you know who the
yeah,
most dashing rogue of them all is?
tell us,
Yul
Drake.
Brynner.
Yul Brynner.
So
Wow,
here's
I've heard he is a rogue, or should I say, I've seen he is.
Sure. I think we should get go. The movie this month is the seminal class. I've never seen it. It's The King and I. It's Yul Brynner's probably most famous role.
Yeah, some might say the Siaminal classic.
I wouldn't. I think that might be something that two white people shouldn't say.
I mean, it's only one white person said it.
I'm not trying to get canceled in episode 2, Phil.
Listen, that's just a pun
That's
with
right.
the
Last
name
month
of
you
the
did say
country.
that he deserved to die from lung cancer, so
I don't remember quite like that. Um, but no, all I'm saying is now in referencing this, so I'm referencing he is his character, and this is the King of Siam.
uh-huh.
Um, now that said, this is the only movie I believe either of us have seen any version of, in that I have seen the show of it, not starring Yule,
Yes,
from
and I
the
think it's
Lincoln
possible
Center production.
if there was a pro shot version of it that like aired on PBS, maybe I might have seen that, or I might have seen the movie. Like
Okay,
I think my grandmother had some sort of videotape of this, but I never sat down to watch it. It would have just been playing, while I was around.
sure. So I imagine while watching it, I will have some semblance of what's going on. However,
All
my
right.
confidence in that may make it that I have even less of an idea.
And look,
We'll
last month
never
we
know.
read the Wikipedia page of the movie we were watching
Oh, that
as
is
we
true.
watched it due to a lack of things to talk about. I don't think that's gonna be a problem this month because I got a topic, but we'll get into that. We should really start the movie. Now we're
We
watching this
should.
movie on Turner Classic Movies.
Now, if you're
Uh
also watching this before the end of the month of November,
yeah.
um,
Uh for a little spoiler, we record these before the day they go live.
oh, yeah. We're time traveling. Um,
Yeah. So, if you're watching this, if you're somehow listening to this
but
podcast prior to November 30th, 2022, you can also watch on Turner Classic Movies.
but it's also possible it comes back to Turner Classic Movies. I
Right.
think that's
Maybe with the exact same intro, in which case you
yeah.
want to start your if you're gonna sync up with us, you want to start the video at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Everyone else, I know this movie is about 2 hours and 13 minutes. My timestamp says that there's 2 hours and 14 minutes left. We're just gonna roll with it because Phil and I are synced up. And listen, that's the best we can do this one.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we're starting on the black screen right before the 20th Century Fox logo pops
Right,
up.
right. So I think we should get started because
Let's get
it's
started.
going to be a longer than last week's. Oh, sorry,
It's
last month's.
true.
And we can get into the discussion. So Phil, you want to count us in?
All right, here we go, everyone. Ready? Let's fuel it up. Three, two, one, play.
All right, there's
Oh,
the 20th Century Fox
well,
logo.
mine is
Company that.
buffering.
Oh
Oh no, we're
boy.
good. We're good. We're good.
Oh,
We're good. All
okay.
right. I
Do
think
you
I think we'll
do
be
you see
fine.
CinemaScope
Yeah, yeah,
pictures?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, this is a 20th Century Fox logo, which a company which no longer exists due to the Disney Corporation continuing to buy every company they can get their hands on.
Yeah. Okay. Now already I'm interested. This is Daryl F. Zanuck presenting this.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Daryl F. Zanuck movie?
Is this I
Oh,
don't.
Rita Moreno is in
Yes,
this. That
yes.
feels racially inappropriate.
I
Um,
mean, I think that's kind of this movie's whole deal.
I mean,
I
yeah, I
don't.
think Yule is racially inappropriate for this movie.
Yes, I believe I've read that he on on purpose like misconstrued details about his backstory and heritage so that basically so that he wouldn't be canceled while playing roles of various ethnicities.
Now, would that have been an issue for him? I feel like in the
I
time he
mean,
was playing these,
there were always some people. I think most white
sure,
people I think were like, oh, who gives a shit? But there's always been people who are like, hey, this is a little, yeah,
that's
you know.
that's that's true. That's true.
There have been decent people in history, just less of them,
Fair.
according to modern sensibilities. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
lost
yeah.
my pen, but
The special photograph. Now, Ben Nye, the makeup guy. Now I want to know what are your thoughts on like the old style of having full credits at the beginning of the movie?
Color by Deluxe.
Oh, this is
um
ASMR suddenly.
okay. Credits before them. Well, then they're out of the way. But I mean, there are still credits before movies in many cases.
Right, but well, actually, I guess this isn't the full credit. We're
Right.
done now, but
We're in Siam
oh,
of
there you go.
1862.
Siam 1862.
Now, did you know that I mean, this is a total tangent already, but George Lucas was fined like hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars by the Producer or Directors Guild of America for not putting the credits before the second Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back. He received a waiver for the first one because they're like, "Who cares? Your dumb science fiction movie." But it was like a union rule, a guild rule that they had to have it,
There were no
and
credits in the beginning.
there were no credits in the beginning,
Mm,
and they fined him and the director of that movie, The Empire Strikes Back, a lot of money. He paid both fines, and then left the guild.
wow,
Yeah.
that sounds like classic George.
Look at this beautiful color by Deluxe, by the way. These
Beautiful
colors
color.
really pop.
Actually, I feel like did I know this movie was in color? I
I
mean, it makes
You can
sense.
tell the background of this, like on the ship, that the land is a painting for
Oh,
sure.
sure,
But
sure. I mean, we're definitely watching this in a higher definition than this movie was ever meant to be watched.
that's correct. And that it's over 240p well, what's film stocks? I mean, I guess that's
Well,
also changed as the cameras have changed, but
yeah. I mean, I get the thing is like film is actually like very high definition. Just that the ways of watching it have not been, which is
right,
why you're able to like remaster movies
right.
and stuff into. I mean, yeah, this looks good.
Phil, I'm gonna need you to
Um,
vamp for by yourself for a second because my girlfriend left a door open, which will cause sound quality issues in a minute, and I need to go close it.
all right. All right, everyone, you know what time it is. Drake's off mic, he's off the headphones. I don't actually remember what I did last month when this happened, but here's what we're gonna do this month. If you have a burning question that you've always wanted to ask Drake, but you want to do it anonymously. Oh no, oh wait, oh no, he's back. Never mind. Call in, leave a message. Okay, and he's back.
Oh boy,
All
I
right.
heard new message.
Now this kid here, well,
Uh-huh.
I believe this is Lewis and his son. And in the Broadway production, the recent Broadway production, not the original. First of all, his hair looks like it's plastic. But in the recent Broadway production, it was played by uh I forget the kid's name, but he looked like me as a child.
I was gonna say this kid has real dumb fuck Phil Romano energy.
Well, imagine he was also wearing glasses, because this is the same kid you may remember from Peter Pan Live who looked like me.
I sure don't.
Okay, I made him my cover photo for the night. Not this night, the night Peter Pan Live played, because in that movie he was wearing circular glasses. And for any listeners who may not be familiar with me, I wear circular glasses and look like
Well, and you can see Phil's eyes in the logo of the show, Sans glasses.
that's true.
Which,
That's
if
true.
you're listening to this on YouTube, you're probably seeing his eyes and my eyes and Yul Brynner's eyes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. Jake Lucas, that was his name.
Jake
Is his
Lucas.
name.
Now, Phil, last month we threw out a gauntlet. Well, also, real quick, is this woman the titular I?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got I's son.
Yes, I
Okay.
son.
Is she a
And
widow, perhaps?
is she a widow?
I assume she
Maybe?
and the king fall in love, but maybe that's not the case.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty obvious.
All right.
So I think I believe she's currently singing I whistle a happy tune. And it's how like whenever she's afraid.
Oh, I did just realize that I have captions on my screen. I'm gonna shut those off
Oh
because I'm so
no.
sorry. For those who don't
Do we need to
know the
cancel the
premise of the
podcast?
podcast, we are watching The King and I, but we are not listening to The King and I. We are not reading The King and I. We are only going to see you. We are only going to look at you. Here's looking at Yul Kid.
Yeah, now it does feel like the integrity has been compromised.
I will say I wasn't
Oh, is this
reading
him?
any of it.
Wait, no,
This
that's
is
not
not,
him.
no, this is a
No.
man with hair.
Oh no, that's yeah.
Yes. But so sorry. I will say, can I be very honest?
Of
For those
course.
listening, I don't know if this is working over Zoom, but this is what we got. So, and look, we got some topics lined up, which are going to be,
We
gonna be
do,
great.
we're gonna have to check the mailbox at
Well,
some
that's what I was
point.
going to say. Last month we threw them the gauntlet. We said we want to
Oh.
know if any of our friends will actually listen to this. We
Quick side
named a
note, this
couple.
guy in the red hat looks like one of the like a little one of the seven dwarves. All right, you think?
We threw that on the gauntlet, named a couple specific friends, named a couple specific
We
strangers,
did.
and just opened it up to anybody to
Yeah.
put in a call. Now, I don't think anyone called because I think nobody listened to the first episode
Well,
live.
it's time to check the voicemail. Play the jingle. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, it's
voicemail.
here's looking at you, kid. Did anybody call our phone? Here's looking at you, kid. It's time to check. What a great voice jingle. All right. Let me open this.
This is also, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving for us recording it, and I feel just exhausted, which is the
Me
best
too.
mindset to be in when you're recording a 2.5 hour podcast that you ostensibly want people to listen to.
Yeah, big ostensibly there. All right. It's time, and we open up, and we've got since November 10th, 0 voicemail. So that's good. The last voicemail I have on this account is from July 22nd, 2021.
Well, should we listen to that one?
Sure. Oh, I can show my sound on here, right? And it's a little
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I do have a transcript of the voicemail on here, but I'll just play it because I think I've listened to this. All right, so this is a little thing, a Zoom exclusive possibility here. All right, here we go.
I'm not hearing anything, Philip.
It's playing.
It's just an empty
Let's skip
voicemail.
forward.
The transcript blank.
Well, I'm wondering. No, the transcript is not blank. I'm wondering if
Zoom doesn't want us to
there
hear
is. Oh my God, this is going great. Well, I'll just read the transcript. It's good afternoon from family. This is Mr. Parker, Cisco Street. Just checking in on your health and well-being and to see if I'm still in your retirement plan. A call if you're well, don't call if you're not. Bye. No.
Oh boy. Well, he didn't drop the secret code word, so he does not get a prize. I don't think we were giving life insurance away as one of our prizes, though. A lot of extras on this set. High budget film. There's an elephant that's an extra in the background there. Phil, have you ever worked with an elephant? Philip is a background actor.
You can see but not hear me in many films and TV shows.
That's right.
Oh, they're the elephant.
And
doesn't seem like the proper way to ride an elephant.
Let's name some of the classic characters you've played, Phil.
All right,
you got Theo
that, and then just like that. Yeah, I often am hired to play the titular character and things.
Yeah, they don't let you know because it's a background. You know, you really gotta know the lore, but
Yeah. No, I know in my heart.
here's our boy. That's Yul Brynner in
Now,
racially obscuring makeup, I would
what
say.
are you seeing right now? Because I'm wondering if maybe we have gotten off on
Oh,
our
well, they seem to be in a
synchronization.
throne room of some sort.
Oh, you're inside. You're indoors.
I am indoors. Are you
Oh
not?
boy. I'm
All right. Well, I don't know if this is working, but
how have we
they're
gotten so
carrying a
off?
litter. A woman is on a litter that they are carrying into the throne room.
A litter.
I and
That's
her
that's a word
son.
for oh,
Uh,
we've just transitioned into the third for me.
okay. So we that buffering may have been.
But we were together in the beginning. That's unless it like paused and buffer while I was distracted. Right now, it just skipped to okay. I think I'm just getting there's my first view of Yule.
Okay, great. Well, the good news is our topics will get us through this, I think, without us. I don't
You want to keep doing this? So you want to record this as a bonus Patreon episode?
this is a bonus
I'm
Patreon, so we're gonna watch
trying-
this movie twice.
Well, no, I'm saying we stop now. We'll leave this as a little bonus and then
Oh, I
find
see.
some
I
time this
see.
week to get together in person.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if this is working out well.
I just don't know how that happened. But oh, look at all that gold.
Is there something else we can record while we're here? Well, you know what? While we're going, if this is a Patreon bonus episode, what up, Patreon? Let's just talk
Thanks
about
to
all the
all our
nonsense.
supporters.
Should we pause this, or we gotta keep Yule running in the background, right?
Sure.
I'm sitting back. I'm getting comfy.
Should we stop
just
doing
throw
this?
up a picture of Yule?
Record the Christmas special.
Well, what I wanted to do was present you with a Christmas present for the Christmas special.
Right.
Which I have not ordered yet, so I don't know for sure that will be here by Christmas time. While we're here, I'm getting comfy. I'm laying back on the couch. My microphone's now in my hand. Ugh. I'm gonna return myself to viewing this because I had my own video hidden. I actually don't know how. How do you unhide yourself?
You can click on the dots in
view
front of
button.
on me.
Haha, show self view. Oh, here I am. Look at that. My hair's a little messy, but I just took a shower. So it's clean but messy, you know?
She is messy, but she's clean.
She
so
is
nice,
podcasting, but it's a
mean.
Patreon exclusive.
This song's copyrighted. Actually, this is well, that's kind of relevant to the topic I was going to bring up, but
Well,
we
let's
could say
save
I
our
can bring it up anyway because if we
Oh,
do this and end up doing this in person,
new
I have
topic.
a different topic for that.
Okay. So, this is an exclusive Phil's topic, Phil corner.
Joop, 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 joop. That's
Loosey goosey.
So my question is going to be, if you were to take an existing musical,
Mhm.
but also, do you see? No, you're going to take an existing musical and replace all the songs and turn it into a jukebox musical.
Ooh.
What, like whose songs, or like would you
I
replace
see.
it with?
I will say this is not totally unrelated to the topic I have for what will be the canon King and I
Interesting.
episode. That's a great question. So an existing musical that's not a jukebox musical being
Yes.
turned into a jukebox musical of one specific artist.
Yes, or if you have some other like cohesive jukebox musical theme, like support that
Okay.
side.
Interesting.
For example, what prompted this was my immediate thought was For the King and I, and replacing it with several other
Elvis.
songs, specifically so that the 11 o'clock number can be Who Made You King of Anything.
Oh, Oh, that's good. Good song also.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I'm changing the premise as well.
great.
I'm gonna make it The King and I, but it's about someone falling in love with Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
He's
And
definitely played some.
what should another connective tissue is that Elvis is a white guy who
Yeah.
became famous singing the music of Black Americans.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh wait, no,
Now,
that's
is
not
it a
it. All right.
spoiler if we're watching this movie?
That's what I'm
I
wondering
mean,
here.
I will say the premise of the podcast was never we're gonna watch Yul Brynner for the first time. It's just looking at Yul. We could do Port of New York every fucking month if we wanted to.
I mean,
We're not gonna.
did we not say in like the first minutes of this podcast though that neither of us have ever seen a Yul Brynner movie?
It's true, but I may have seen this one before and you've
Which
seen the musical. So I think
that's
this is
true.
the
And so far it
one.
does seem to be lining up pretty one-to-one with what I would
Or you
picture.
know what we could do? We could switch right now midstream to the cartoon version of this made in the
Let's
mid
do it.
90s.
Because that cartoon is based on Yul, I believe.
I believe, and I've left
That's
Turn
on here,
Classic
right?
Movies now. And we can just switch mid view
I've
to a new
exited
thing.
it.
And if it's not synced up, it doesn't matter because Yul Brynner's not in that movie.
Or we could switch to this 1937 movie called Shall We Dance, which I'm assuming is not related, but it's right next to it and has the title.
We could watch it.
How do
Any
you-
movie your heart
How do you
desires.
search for a movie on here? Can you search for a movie on here?
Well, I don't think the animated one is on TCM.
Oh, it's not? I thought I saw it there. Where did I see it?
I don't know. Well, hold on. I've searched for it on Roku. It's on
wait, no, they don't
Amazon Prime. Do you have a Prime Video account?
I believe so. Like there's one I saw
And
on here. That's
and
weird.
whoa, guess what? We could do plenty of topics if we're watching a cartoon. We could talk tunes.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh no, that's not. Never mind. Okay, hold on. I'm. This is going great. This is great audio content we got going here.
Well, listen, it's a Patreon exclusive. We might not even release this for quite some time, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not seeing this on Amazon Prime except to buy for $11, which
I mean, I hit it and it's playing unless my girlfriend has purchased this movie digitally, which I highly doubt.
oh wait, hold on. Oh no, found it. It's a different.
I'm paused at True Zero. It's an hour and 28 minutes and 43
Oh.
seconds. This
We
Oh,
have to
oh.
hurry. The
You
fun's
still
about
are
to
sharing your
start.
sound,
Let's
Phil.
roll.
Oh, cool. Oh God, Amazon's gonna sue us.
Amazon's gonna sue us.
All right, I'm
Jeff Bezos, come on the
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah, Bezos on the pod challenge.
While you're on the podcast, you can piss in bottles if you have to pee, because while we're recording podcasts, nobody gets breaks. Much like
Yeah.
Amazon warehouses. All right, Phil, I'm paused at True Zero.
Me too.
All right, you want to count us in?
Now, are we watching this on mute?
Ooh, we could blast this if we want. There ain't no fucking Yule in this.
It's true.
I think we're watching it on mute though.
All right,
All right.
muted it is. A 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, now I'm getting.
Now
It
here's-
looks like the Warner Brothers studio.
Yeah. Now, what do you most associate that Warner Brothers opening
Harry
with?
Potter for sure.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a good one.
What
I
were
feel like
you
for
gonna
me,
say?
it is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, interesting. The original.
Because I feel like the first time I noticed it or saw it, and I thought it like was the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I knew that was
Now
a Warner Brothers
Morgan
picture.
Creek.
Hmm. What do you associate Morgan Creek with?
That sounds like one of the fictional water companies in that episode of Seinfeld.
I gotta say, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Now, this one is presented by
Now-
James G. Robinson. What's your favorite
is,
James
but-
G. Robinson film?
Now, interestingly, now let's see. These credits seem to be in the same or very similar font to the original. one we just watched,
Yeah.
with some more
I mean,
ornamental pictures in
I
between.
imagine this is also based on the musical, right? So then,
Rankin
wait,
Bass.
Rankin Bat. Oh, hold on now. This just inspired a topic. Well, have
Yeah.
you seen enough Rankin Bass? I mean, I believe we also just lost Bass or Rankin. One of them died. Jules Bass, I believe, died very recently, I think.
Oh, I
You want to fact
not
check
aware.
this for me,
I'll
Phil?
fact check. Phil fact check. Oh
Oscar
wow,
Hammerstein.
yeah. 1 month ago in Rye, New York, where my mother lives and I was yesterday.
And where friend Taylor wants to ride in a tunnel of love with someone. Guys, if you're listening to this and you want to ride in a Taylor in a Taylor of love,
Oh boy.
in a tunnel of love with our friend Taylor.
Now, this already is a very dramatic opening for this.
Yeah,
There
there's the
seems to be a
seas,
lightning storm, which
a CGI boat amongst what looks like traditionally animated water.
I think that's a traditionally animated boat too, I'd say.
There's some CGI elements. It's 3D. This was a thing in the late 90s. A
Alright.
lot of movies would do, especially like low budget kind of direct-to-video movies, would have a couple scenes of CGI that way in the trailers. It would look much more impressive than it was.
Interesting.
I remember a Mortal Kombat animated movie.
Now there's
like
a
this.
monkey here.
There's a monkey. Oh, here's I.
That's yeah.
Oh, so this must be I's son, who we previously saw. This child must be I's son, right? Who looked like a little Phil in the last one.
Unless the child's a new character and the monkey is the son.
Oh, that is probable, I think. Phil, if you could replace one human child you know with a monkey.
A human child I know in real life.
Right.
No,
Because
like,
we had previously discussed the musicals we could switch.
Okay.
Oh, this movie might be more racist than the one.
Oh, I think that's
so
very
soon.
possible.
Were the 90s more racist than the 50s?
I feel like overall that's probably not true, but in
societally
terms of,
not, but possibly in pop culture.
But possibly in pop culture, also just like with like the liberties they took with this animation and with like Asian racism specifically. I feel like yeah, I mean, I don't know who this guy is.
Here's my assumption. My assumption is these are new characters, that
Well,
they are
this
some sort of pirates, and that they're going to be the
this
villains
guy
of the piece.
this looks like he could be that guy with the hair.
He appears to have a magic ring that's allowing him to see this. Oh,
wait, is he transforming?
He's made of rats? Oh, this guy's brushing his teeth now. Well, he's singing a song now, but this dude's definitely evil, right? This is Rasputin and Anastasia vibes. I'm going to go ahead and say this character is canonically Rasputin.
All right. Now, famously, I have never seen the Anastasia animated movie. I've only seen the musical in which Rasputin is replaced with classic character Gleb.
That's right. Oh.
And,
well, we could be watching Anastasia right now.
The other characters are replaced with the woman in the audience eating dumplings next to me.
Wait, tell this story? I've never heard this story.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, I thought this came up relatively recently.
Oh, well, you told me about someone eating. We discussed people eating weird things at the theater because we went to see a play recently. August Wilson's The Piano Lesson. Mm-hmm. At the new James Earl Jones Theater, very lovely renovations.
Yeah, beautiful.
And a woman sitting next to us. We were both very hungry going in. It was the day of I was having a housewarming party.
Sorry, I just I feel fact check here.
Oh, there's a dragon.
The Piano Lesson was at the beautiful Barrymore Theater. You saw Ohio State Murders at the James Earl Jones Theater.
I saw the Ohio State Murders, which was a worse show but a better theater. So sorry.
The Ohio State Murders. That's a joke for all our fans who are alumni of the Ohio State University.
I think I saw that the night before we saw. Yes.
A dragon. There's a lot going on here.
There sure is. It looks like I is singing, and that's how she's gonna fight this dragon. She's reassuring
Well,
her
I
son
mean,
that
it's the
the
same
dragon.
songs, right? So she's probably singing. I mean,
The
this is a
same
wild
song, but-
context to be singing the like beautiful little song, I Whistle a Happy Tune, which I think could be the
I mean, it
case.
looks like this boy's whistling, so I think you are correct.
Yeah, but instead of like being worried about meeting people, they're worried about fighting a dragon and
It's
lighting the
about how
boat on
even when a
fire.
sea serpent attacks,
Yeah,
you
this
can
is
remain positive by
looks
whistling
like
a
Chef
happy tune.
Boyardee on the second level up there.
Well, a lot of people don't know that Chef Boyardee was actually the king's chef. And
Oh, I
that's what
didn't
he-
like that shot of them whistling and turning to face us directly. Did you see that? That was
I missed it.
an alarming moment.
I missed it because like here's
Hmm.
the thing is this isn't here's looking at Yule anymore. This is here's looking at animated adaptations of things that Yule was in. And I was not looking at the screen, I'll be very honest. I was actually looking at myself on the Zoom.
That's fair. A modern myth of Narcissus fell into a Zoom.
Well, you know what the thing is also I don't age on the Zoom, which is great.
Hmm.
That's not true. We did recently watch a clip of a Zoom video, a Zoom call that we had recorded in December 2021 or something like that. And all of us looked significantly younger.
Now it's not too late to again change what we're doing in this episode. We could just watch that entire 3-hour Zoom on mute and commentate, something that no one else can watch right now.
Oh, I don't think we should do that.
No. Now we are. I'm going to be honest. I'm more interested in this visually than anything else we've watched. Perhaps
That makes
because
sense.
it's-
It's the only thing made in our lifetime so far. And actually is the only thing we'll watch for this podcast made in our lifetime.
I mean, who knows how many other accidental Patreon exclusive episodes we'll have.
That's true. Oh, I feel like we might have to actually start a Patreon now just to release this episode. Now, here's the thing. This is now a Patreon exclusive. This is a non-canon episode. So we can discuss out of canon things. One of the things that I briefly discussed with you was starting a Kickstarter specifically to raise funds to rent the movies that we do not have access to for free. We thought we would have to do this for The King and I, and then it happened to be on Turner Classic Movies. We might have to pay for it if we can't record this episode, the episode this was supposed to be by November 30th. But I also want to do this as a way to get additional listeners to the show. Are you reacting to
Yeah,
this monkey?
sorry. The racist caricature just knocked out two of his teeth. Anyway,
Yeah. Somehow getting less racist in the process, though.
fair.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
This just what is this picture? I don't know. This is maybe the worst movie to do this with because we keep getting so distracted by what's happening
Yeah,
into stunned silence.
yeah, and because it's again like it's a movie that I'm familiar with the plot of the original, and so the fact any deviation. Also, it took a long time relative
we're
to
10
the
minutes
shortness
into
of this
this movie
movie.
now.
The fact that they were still on the boat, and we're just getting here.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
we're 9 minutes and 35 seconds into this film.
Yeah. But sorry, you were saying.
I don't remember. Should we go to a topic? We were discussing Rankin Bass, who worked on this movie. Can you pull up a list
Yeah.
of Rankin Bass movies? Now,
Sure. It's
what-
time to play Rankin Bass.
let's rank in Bass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let's do a
How many
tier.
bass fish do you give this?
This is great. This is great.
All right, Rankin Bass Animated Entertainment.
Now, how familiar are you with Rankin Bass pictures and like their Christmas specials in general?
I mean, in
Oh.
general, familiar.
I'll say this. This is also not canon, right? So we can discuss the Christmas episode that we're gonna do. Here's looking at Yule Kid, the Yule
Sure.
log, YULE,
Yeah.
which we thought about recording today, but I have not gotten my Christmas present for you yet. So we haven't.
Now, should we keep on like our podcast website that definitely exists, keep a list of the movies we've watched and call that the Yule log as well?
Ooh, well, YUL log,
Of course.
right? Yeah, of course. I mean,
Okay, cool.
I was thinking about creating a website for it, but it seemed like a lot of work for very little reward.
I mean, I do believe the
Maybe just like a Tumblr page
hosting
with the
website we're using can like
work as a
do
landing
that.
page.
Yeah.
This is a
but
free
yeah.
hosting site and it does all these things.
Yeah, or that might have been a paid thing. I don't know.
Ooh,
We can
I
look
am
at it.
getting electric
A fun
shocks from
thing
my
is we are on
couch.
the same podcast network as podcasts such as Off Menu with
Yes.
and other ones that are
I
now are
I
well
think I
known.
saw WTF with Mark Maron might be on
I believe
ours.
it.
Hey,
So we're on
the
the same
King as a
level.
Panther animated Yule is here now.
Mm.
They seem to have cut the woman being let in on a litter, um but one of the things that I'm very excited about for this Christmas special is that neither of us are Christian, but we are
Mhm.
doing a Christmas
So
special.
we are special.
That's right. But yeah, so that will be coming out. We'll be recording that, within the next month because Christmas is it a month from today? Is today the 25th of November?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, so we have less than a month until Christmas,
Yeah.
which
And who
means
knows, when you hear this, Christmas may have already happened.
it might have, because this is a non-canon Patreon episode. But
Let's
so what I
release this
think,
on April 17th, 2023.
I mean, if you mark down that that was the date you said, sure. I'm not listening to this again before we post it. And I'll say this, probably not after we post it. I did listen to the
Yeah.
first episode. It was surprisingly fun. This one,
Yeah.
I don't think is going to hold up. But hey, thanks for paying us money to listen to this.
$12 a month.
No, absolutely not. If you pay $1, you get this episode and like other stuff probably. I don't know. I am gonna set up a Patreon now because of this, because this whole
Good.
podcast exists for dumb reasons, but hey, thank you. And look,
Cool.
if we do a Kickstarter, this episode will be one of the rewards as well. But
Now,
I'm thinking we should discuss Rankin and Bass. Then
Yeah.
we should discuss if we want to do a Kickstarter, and then what else we should put on the Patreon.
all right, so first Rankin Bass movie. Rankin Bass
Mhm.
movie. Return to Oz.
Ooh, this is not animated. This is a live action film, but I have seen this and I own this, and this movie is very good.
Hold on. You sure it's this one?
I don't
But
know.
this says it is
Does
animated.
Share your screen.
1964. a
Oh,
Canadian
1964.
TV special.
Okay, no, that's not what this is a
It's
TV
an
show.
American Canadian animated television special. It seems like the full thing is on YouTube. It is 50 minutes long.
Oh boy. Well, we can't switch again, but
We can't
maybe
switch now.
maybe in a future picture. Okay,
Um,
I was mistaken this
oh.
with Return to Oz, the 1980s film starring
Sweet little
Firuza Balk.
cartoon. No. I mean, no. This is the first Rankin Bass thing, so it's
Oh
just
right,
early.
of course.
Yeah. Then the second thing is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer later that year.
Oh, okay. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is about a reindeer who's got a red nose.
And his name?
And because of this,
Rudolph.
his name is Rudolph. Because of this, all the other children don't let him play games. They call him funny names, and he's got to hang out with a dentist. Phil looks very confused. The dentist is
that-
an elf.
Okay.
Do you remember this character? He's an elf.
That's the character not in the song.
that's correct. He's
Okay.
an
I have
expanded
seen this Rudolph the
universe
Red-Nosed Reindeer, but
character.
it's been a long time.
All right. So
I feel like I remember the elf. I don't remember him being a dentist.
are we ranking this, or are we?
I don't know. Well, I feel like no, because most of these movies
You
I
haven't
would not
seen-
be able to.
So is this a useless thing? Should we abandon this much like we abandoned watching The King and I?
This third movie is called The Ballad of Smokey the Bear, which is interesting because
Smokey the Bear, who we
traditional
just
character,
saw in the Thanksgiving Day parade, which Phil and I watched.
except that is very famously just Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear.
Oh.
The fact that this is, I'm wondering if this is a different
Is
thing.
this why
then
so many people are confused?
Well, can this be used to put down the pedants who are like, oh, it's Smokey the Bear? who are like, no, it's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear. And say, well, I'm talking about Smokey the Bear.
What if I set fire to Smokey Bear?
No, this is a canon movie about Smokey Bear that calls him Smokey the Bear.
There we go. Well, because here's the thing, his name, his legal name could be Smokey Bear. But then if you were just gonna call it, like, you are Philip Romano, but you're also
Oh.
Phil the Human.
Smokey Bear is a little alarming in stop motion form.
Oh, it is like a claymation old school Rankin Bass special.
Yeah.
Wow, I've not heard of this one, and I'm someone who is something of a fan of those Christmas specials, especially.
It's also on you. It's on the Internet Archive. Full thing.
Okay. Well, listen, maybe in another Patreon episode,
Yeah.
let's make a list of what we have to watch for Patreon. Everything Rankin Bass has made. Not everything, but so far
There's a
two things.
lot. Yeah.
A lot of dead
Yeah.
air in this one, but that's okay because it's not canon.
Yeah.
Hey, and you, listener, paid for this.
The Hobbit. Oh, that's
The
a cute
Hobbit.
little Hobbit.
This is a great Hobbit, and the Gollum in this is terrifying. People who think that the Gollum in the live action movies is scary haven't seen nothing. He is a weird frog-like creature that is incredibly scary, both to look at and to hear.
Now this sounds like a Drake movie. Have you seen Willie McBean and his Magic Machine?
No.
This
What's the
is
synopsis.
so. This is early. The listening of the television special. So this is their first feature film, 1965. Willie McBean is a 1965 stop motion animated time travel film.
Ooh.
The film tells the story of, oh my goodness, Willie McBean, a young schoolboy who teams up with an anthropomorphic monkey named Pablo to prevent the villainous Professor Rasputin von Rotten from changing the history of the world using the newly created and duplicated magic time machine.
Phil, this movie is what we were just pretending that The King and I is.
I mean, yeah.
So maybe Patreon episodes are just cartoons featuring monkeys.
Yeah,
There, by the way, is a cool martial artist.
A mad romp through time. Great title.
We are this movie is less than 2 hours long, and we are now in a subplot about two other people. We're back to
this is an important subplot in the
okay, but it does seem like a thing that, like, well, I guess there's music related to it, but
yeah, I would imagine they're singing the famous song that I'm forgetting right now.
Was this released theatrically?
I don't.
I'm gonna Google this while you are on the
why
Rankin
not?
Bass page.
Or actually, wait, it should be. Oh, I guess maybe it was because it's listed under their feature films on their Wikipedia. Their last feature film.
This film.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They also have a 1967 movie called Mad Monster Party with a question mark, starring Boris Karloff.
That I've heard of.
The King Kong Show.
Sorry, I was responding to a text from my mother about fictional characters my girlfriend likes.
Interesting.
Got a text from my mother. Does name of my girlfriend. Like Baby Yoda? Or Stitch? Did you get my text?
There ever a Stitch balloon in the Thanksgiving parade?
I was trying to think this because one very annoying woman who was standing next to us on your rooftop while we watched the parade kept asking if there were going to be any Disney balloons. And I suppose Grogu is one, but I believe he was Funko Grogu. So I think that was sponsored by. I don't know if Disney has those in the parade.
Yeah, otherwise I feel like you would see Mickey Mouse every year.
Right, and he does show up usually in the parade on a float.
Yes,
which I imagine is significantly cheaper.
Oh, there
than
has been a Mickey Mouse balloon.
Okay.
Oh, there've been a few. Oh, there's One, there's a very old one that's like a scary Mickey looking.
Yeah, I figured that there would be an old one. While
there's-
going to Google this movie, it auto completed to The King of Staten Island, the Pete Davidson movie. Do you think that's an adaptation of this?
Yeah. It's Pete Davidson and the Island of Staten Island is playing I. Yeah, Mickey Mouse debuted in the 1934 parade.
Okay, so this movie had a budget of $25 million.
Now, which movie is this?
This movie that we're
This-
watching right now.
The animated one. Okay.
Yes. Would you like to guess the amount it made at the domestic box office?
8 million.
Oh, it's 12 million, but yeah, it was a huge
Okay.
flop. It did apparently win an award for best sound editing in an animated film. So
I'm glad we
we're
can enjoy that.
oh, interesting. Aside from this is from the Wikipedia page. Aside from foreign films, TV shows, and direct-to-video films, The King and I was the final mainstream theatrical film to officially be released under the Warner Brothers Family Entertainment banner. They've since released theatrical family films under the Warner Brothers Picture banner.
Oh, that is interesting.
Isn't it?
Is that? Oh no, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to read the plot? No, there's too much plot. We don't want to read
I
the
mean,
plot. You know the plot. It's
seems
the
to be
plot of
The
The King and I
with some
with
some extra
dragons.
animals. Yeah.
What's Rankin Bass's next feature?
Next feature or
Next whatever? Were you reading them in
Mm.
chronological order or something?
well, I thought I didn't really. So okay, let me go because I gotta go. It's separate with the television. So
I
it's,
gotta watch that time travel movie.
yeah. So yeah, so it's Rudolph, and then the next thing was William McBean, and then we go back to. Oh well, actually,
Willie is
Sorry,
short
bro.
for William, probably, right?
I would assume so.
Because here's the thing: is Bill or Billy is also short for William, so they could have called that kid Billy McBean.
They could have. They could have called him anything they wanted.
I mean,
fictional character.
I think the film would have been more fondly remembered if it had been Billy McBean. Come on.
You're right. Now, before they did Return to Oz, even 1964, and there were 2 animated TV series they worked on before that. The very first thing they did in 1960 was The New Adventures of Pinocchio.
This is so bad. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
And
they would
then-
return to Pinocchio for a Christmas special later on.
And then in 1961, they worked on oh wow, that series. Guess how many episodes The New Adventures of Pinocchio had?
216.
130. And then Tales of the Wizard of Oz in 1961 had 110 episodes.
This show I have seen. It has very rudimentary animation, I believe. No background.
It is-
Very.
The first by the studio to feature traditional animation, so that makes sense.
This show was available on. I don't know if you remember, like when cable. I mean, I'm sure some do, but like cable boxes would have like those on-demand channels where you could watch like older shows like whenever you want to. And on the Children on Demand, they would list a lot of these old cartoons that clearly nobody could make money on. And this Wizard of Oz series, I believe, was one of the options. And I did watch a few episodes, and they were very bad.
Well, it says several characters are given additional names, including Dandy the Cowardly Lion, Rusty the Tin Man, and Socrates the Scarecrow. Also, in this adaptation, rather than being dropped by a tornado, Dorothy and Toto are blown in from Kansas through a hole cut out of the landscape. What is this, some like meta thing? Like acknowledging their...
I don't know. Oh, the local children are starting to
As of
become affectionate
2018, the
toward
series has yet to be released on DVD. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, it just looks like the local children are starting to respect and adore I.
Oh
in this
yeah, so those
film.
are all the king's children.
I see. Now, is the king also widowed? Is this a Brady Bunch situation?
Kind of, yeah. It's like she comes to teach the children.
Here's a story of a lady named and a king who had a really lots of kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna tell you, but you don't know I's canon name in this story, is that correct?
Oh, I feel like I've probably heard it here and there.
Actually, yeah, I just realized there was a very obvious clue in the beginning of one of these movies. It
Yeah,
said
her name on
the
like on a
well, it said the
luggage
name of
case
the
or something.
book that the story is based off of, and it's called Her Name and the King of Siam.
Oh,
Um,
wait, yes, I do know this because Yul Brynner was in a television program named
mm,
This and the King. Oh,
yes, you're correct.
oh, what is it? What is it? What is it?
It's Anna.
Anna.
Anna
Yes.
Leonowens.
Anna and the King, which I have looked into. And this actually, if we're going to cover Anna and the King, we do need to run our Kickstarter because it's only available on DVDs from Germany and it costs like $50. I have not been able to find it online other than
Oh,
on this
really?
DVD set. And I
Oh,
mean, you're
and you
better,
was in that.
you'll was in that every episode.
Mm.
Now, this DVD, I believe, is dubbed in German only, but it doesn't matter because we're
Doesn't matter
not
for
going to
us,
listen
yeah.
to it.
Oh boy,
It does
what
also
a
only play on Region 2 DVD players, which I don't know if like we have anything that can play those. So that's
yeah.
maybe we do a whole season on just individual episodes of that, and that's a mini series funded by Kickstarter or something. And I
Also,
will
there's
say,
a
if we do one of those a month, this podcast will run another year longer than we thought it would.
now fascinating. Looking this up, there seems to be also be again based on the same story. A
Another
movie
film
called And the King, also
called
released in
Anna and the King.
1999.
Yes.
1999, big year for.
Was that animated or live action? Is it a sequel to
mm,
this? Can't be.
I don't think it's no. I think it's a live
Live
action,
action.
non-musical adaptation
Yeah, yeah. So wait,
starring Jodie Foster and
so is The King and I
Tom
useful
Felton.
based on like a novel or something?
Anna and the King of Siam, I believe, is the
Oh,
original
I
book.
see, I see.
Now, wait, Tom Felton, that's Draco
Draco
Malfoy, yes?
Malfoy, yeah. So is
Is
this what he did
he
before Harry Potter?
is he the son? He must be the
Listen,
son. If he's not the son,
son.
that's problematic casting.
Do you know what I thought while we were still watching The King and I, Yule version? I thought if if I if I was tired, right, and saw something really beautiful, that would be an eye for sore. No, that would be a sight for sore eyes. See, this isn't canon, so it doesn't matter that I'm telling
Yeah.
this without even thinking. Oh, my girlfriend has returned from the grocery store. Oh, we had whole problems. This is a non-canon Patreon exclusive episode now. We're watching the animated version of The King and I. I'm comfy now instead of sitting up properly. Do you want to come be a guest on the podcast and say something?
Comfort is not canon.
Said no. Humfort? Who's
Comfort.
Humfort? Oh,
Comfort.
Comfort. Yeah, Comfort's not canon. But look, it doesn't matter that this episode is bad.
Yeah, no.
Although I feel like probably usually podcasts that do Patreon exclusives, the Patreon exclusives are like better than normal episodes, right? Because like you pay for them. It's better. It's exclusive.
I don't know. I have never subscribed to a podcast's Patreon.
I haven't either. Oh, that's not true. I subscribed to one for a little while.
This character that lost his teeth seemed to feature very prominently in this. Now I'm also just remembering that toward the end of The King and I, Wait. What's that? I believe they do. Like the children do a play of Uncle Tom's Cabin?
In the musical?
Yes.
In the version you saw recently?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So I wonder.
If that's going to be in this version from the 90s. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
sure it'll be well done and respectful.
the monkey's doing
Um,
escapades. I think the monkey's onto the racist character who is the pirate dragon
I
dude.
mean, this looks like it could be the song
Apprentice.
One Jump from Aladdin. Into my head.
Does it look like that?
That's because it's a monkey hopping around in baskets and stuff. Now that we're back to the
Sure.
children, I guess it's less so.
The animation here looks very slow. Like they ran out of budget. What other hold on. I'm gonna Google something. Or you know what, this should be an external link here. Yes, Anna and the King of Siam is a 1944 novel.
Should we read that?
Read the novel. How long
Yeah.
is it? Can we do it by the time this episode would be done? I just wanna name some other 1999 animated films.
Okay.
Toy Story 2 came out the year this movie was released.
Wow. This does feel much
The
older.
Iron Giant was released the year this film was released. Disney's Tarzan was released the year this movie was released. Pokemon the movie 2000. I would say a weaker of the three original Pokemon movies, but that was released the year this movie was released. Stuart Little, not fully animated, partially was released the year this movie was released.
A classic.
An American Tale, The Mystery of the Night Monster. Okay, I've actually never heard of that one. Babar, King of the Elephants was released.
There he is.
There he is.
Now-
This is an audio format.
Yep. Maybe,
has shown
but
off
we
the
are,
Babar
but it is
poster.
recording video, so we can record the release like that screenshot or something. You know,
Okay.
you can see what I'm pointing at.
I like
Spoiler
the
alert, it's
idea
Babar.
that we release just that from this entire episode.
Yeah.
So think of how many way better animated films were released this year. Well, also related to Rasputin, Bartok the Magnificent was released in 1999.
Oh,
Which is
Bartok.
the sequel or prequel to the Anastasia animated film, which is the only sequel or prequel to a Don Bluth movie that Don Bluth himself worked on.
I believe you've talked about this. Yes.
Now, not a lot of people will know this because it was never released, but there was a podcast that I previously tried to get off the ground called The Gosh Darn Bluth Truth,
Oh, yes.
where our friend Allison and I were going to watch every Don Bluth movie, and then we tried to watch Pete's Dragon and said, well, this is boring. Let's not do this.
Oh boy. I've just got one jump stuck in my head. One jump ahead. I call one jump or one jump ahead. I don't know.
Is this the villainous guy? Was this the guy who in the live action version was showing her around? Is he duplicitous in some way?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember
And
I'm not
did
sure.
Yul Brynner have a panther in the live action version? I didn't see that.
I mean, I don't think so.
But
I
the
think the
1950s
animals
would have
are.
been a time where they just had a panther hanging out on a set, you know?
That's fair, but I think the animals are an animated exclusive.
Well, yes, I don't think the mischievous monkey was a
The monkey
character.
for sure. Yeah.
Eye looks drawn to look kind of like Belle. I mean, not her face, but like her clothing looks a little bit like Belle's from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, although I will, to be fair, that is kind of
Canon.
traditional. Yeah, that's canon. I mean, not the stuff she
Okay.
just threw on that mannequin, but she's got like those long dresses.
There's a yawn, as mentioned. I'm tired.
There's working at yawn, kid.
It doesn't matter though. This is not canon. I'm
It
comfy.
doesn't matter. God, we're not even halfway through.
And this is just the first one we were watching for this non-canon episode. We might watch 6 more. Who knows? This might be a 7-hour episode.
I
My
know.
girlfriend just from
I'm
the
not
other room
watching
said
6 more.
no.
Yeah. Ah, boy.
Uh-huh.
We're all yawning. We're all stretching.
This is a record of us of our descent into madness, I think.
3 in the afternoon and it feels like it's 2 in the morning.
We might have both fallen asleep by the end of this episode.
I might just do that right now.
Oh, there's a bonus episode. So back in the early
Yeah.
days of the COVID pandemic, we and a couple other friends would Zoom until sometimes 3, 4, or 5 in the morning, and often one or more of us would fall asleep on the Zoom. I think it would be fun to do a bonus episode where we marathon Yule movies until someone falls asleep.
Well, I will say though, this wouldn't be
We'll
a
do that
fully
for charity.
we'd do it for charity, but also I feel like we do have to acknowledge there is another podcast that I believe both of us have listened to where people do have fallen asleep.
Talking about
For-
12-hour day.
I mean, I am, yeah, for a
Yeah.
stretch of the time. So,
I would imagine that that's not the only podcast where people fall asleep on. 12-hour day.
but it's the only one that we've both listened to.
Well, sure. That might have been the last episode I listened to. I think there's like 1 or 2 I didn't listen to, but they're long. Good show.
Good show.
But I think that our episodes would be longer than the ones we fall asleep in. Unless we started at nighttime and the goal was, hey, we're gonna fall asleep. Well, listen, in April or May, in May, I will have several days where I'm the only one in my apartment and I'll be spending a lot of time on Zoom, I bet. So I say we pick a date.
Great. Oh boy. May 5th.
No, later than
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be set on. This is a non-canon episode, and this is going to post who knows when. What was the date you said? April what?
I said May
You don't-
5th.
No. The date that we were going to post this on Patreon.
Oh, April 17th.
I see. What is with this magic mirror ring? This is not in the Yul Brynner movie, right? There's not a magic ring that a sorcerer uses to spy on
No.
Anna and the
Again,
king, right?
unless maybe the movie deviates greatly from the musical, but I don't think so.
So the musical had
This
no
is like-
magic.
Other than the magic, this guy can't hold on to his teeth for dear life. No, other than the magic of
Yule.
character growth and learning from children.
All right. So do you want to do a Kickstarter?
I mean, if this is the reward, who's gonna? This statue kind of looks like the
These are more
green
CGI.
giant, the green giant float from the parade.
This is what I was talking about before with the CGI.
Oh,
elements
those
and-
are certainly CGI. Yeah, oh,
Right.
that's weird.
Oh, you're talking about the big statue in front of him. Looks
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
dog
yeah.
and a giant. Yeah.
Oh, that is a weird mix.
And this was done constantly. There's a Beauty and the Beast Christmas special where with an evil organ played by Tim Curry.
What's
That is
it
CGI.
called?
That was Enchanted Christmas.
That was Enchanted Christmas. I've seen that. I believe.
I've been told that this
Oh,
movie
the
is
organ. Yeah, I
terrible.
remember the organ.
Yeah, I've been told this movie is terrible, but I watched it young enough that I think it's great. Now
Yeah,
I have not
think I
watched it
remember.
since I was a small child. But maybe
Yeah,
I'll watch it for Christmas this year.
Well, don't hold on to the memory.
Yeah, I mean, what are the things that you watched or read that you really liked and said, well, I'll never watch or read this again because I don't want to ruin this initial thing,
Oh,
this initial experience. Port
Well,
of
I
New
mean, I
York,
mean-
starring Yul Brynner, obviously.
yeah. I mean, I immediately thought of one that I thought would hold up and didn't, which was the musical We Will Rock You.
Which you did drag me to.
Well, I mean, I was very excited for it.
Well, you thought it was
remember
going
I
to be a
saw-
bat out of hell situation where it was ridiculous
Nope.
enough that it was actually very fun.
No, I had seen it as a child and loved it.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, because I remember that same week, I saw that, and I saw the broader return of Slava Snow Show, which I had seen as a child and not liked at all, and that one was great now.
Hmm.
So it was
That I refused to go to because I thought it sounded like I wouldn't like it.
no. I think if it come back, it should. What is going on?
The boy and the monkey are wandering through a forest. My guess is they're going to be abducted by the villains.
Is this
Oh, here's
too
the elephant.
soon?
Oh, this monkey just tripped this boy. Oh, he's saying shush. They're training. I just did see some repeated use of animation, it looked like. The boy's like, how dare you be I'm a boy. I could fight you. And this guy's like, dude, I'm a trained martial artist. You're just a dumb boy. The boy's like, nah, I can do it. Whop, whop. And the martial artist is like, no. And then he punched him for real. He's bleeding.
The animation on that blood is fascinating.
This guy's never bled before from the reaction he's had, it looks like. This kid seems like a snot-nosed punk. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, this is all the liquid animation here is.
Well, did you see when he was using? Oh, she seems very
Wait.
upset by this talisman he's wearing.
I thought this was Tube Team, but I'm not sure anymore. This might be a new character.
I also swear that this woman's eyes have changed colors throughout the movie.
Or they're closed.
Yeah, no, now they're closed. Yes. I hope you
Classic.
synced up with us to watch this with us because.
Neither of them seem to be wearing practical shoes for the outdoors.
A lot about this movie is not very practical.
I'm currently taken by his hair or with the headband. And how
I
that
just want to remind
is
you,
moving.
Phil.
Wait, did he just take his shoes off or is that just a continuity error?
I didn't see him take his shoes
I didn't
off.
see him take
I have
his
not been
shoes off.
paying attention. Was he wearing shoes before? No,
He
he was
was, 'cause I-
training though.
No, but I just commented on them because they were like flip-flops.
I thought you were talking about her shoes.
No, I said both of them. I think his shoes may have just disappeared.
Well, he's singing again, and now he has no
Well, yeah.
feet.
Let's see if they come back.
I'm just gonna sit in silence, waiting to see if they show this guy's shoes.
Yeah, we're on shoe watch, baby.
Phil, a reminder that we could have done a podcast about all 101 Dalmatians instead of this.
We could have. It's just. What is this? They didn't put any new songs in this, right?
I mean, they probably put one in, right? Don't they always do one to try to get an Oscar? Oh, he's
mean,
got shoes
I ha-
on for sure. He's got red shoes
Oh,
on.
yeah. Wow, look at that. Let's call Rankin Bass. We found a mistake in this otherwise flawless movie.
You're dead, Philip. What's the last thing that Rankin Bass worked on?
Oh, it was.
I bet they made. I bet they worked on something within the last 5 to 10 years, like a Christmas special. That's
No,
not
I
that
think the
good.
last was 2001.
No, they did a sequel to The Year Without a Santa Claus at some point this century. Well, 2001 would be this century, but
Santa
in the last
Baby.
decade or two. No.
Santa Baby, unless the only thing listed that they worked on in the past 2000 is Santa Baby in 2001.
Control F Miser.
Is it
Google-
could have been like
Google the
Yeah, I'm
Miser
looking.
Brothers because maybe someone bought the rights or something.
that's what I'm thinking. Miser Brothers Press? A Miser Brothers Christmas, a stop motion spin-off based on characters from it's distributed by Warner Brothers under their Warner Premiere label, the rights holders of
Oh, they own the rights.
in Toronto
guess they
based
probably-
Cup of Coffee Studios.
So they probably hired
Hmm.
Rankin Bass to make that.
Premiered on ABC Family on Saturday, December 13th, 2008, during the network's 25 Days of Christmas programming.
Mm-hmm. Phil, if you had 25 days of Christmas and you had to do something Christmassy every day, what are you doing each day? Day one, December 1st.
Certainly not repeating as many. Have you seen the free
Well,
form
you're gonna
schedule
watch
this year?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets 4 times.
Toy Story 2 is on there like 20 times. Like that's
Toy
why
Story
that's
2.
not
There's not even a Christmas scene in that one, is there?
yeah. I don't think so.
In Toy Story, oh wait, no. At the end
Is
of the
there?
movie, it's Christmas, I think. Or is that the end of the first movie? No, that's the end of the first movie is Christmas, right? Because they're listening to the radio and they're like, it's a Mrs. Potato Head. And Miss Potato Head
yeah,
goes, I
maybe that
better
is-
shave.
Yeah.
So I would say
I
Toy Story 1 is a more appropriate movie to show on a Christmas marathon. Pull up the ABC Family or
I'm
Freeform.
already on it. Yeah.
Right,
Okay, here we go.
Let's go through
The
these.
full 25 Days of Christmas schedule. Okay.
Day one,
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Family Guy. Oh well, this is like at
Wait.
7 a.m. So this isn't.
No, don't. I
Oh,
don't
wait,
want
no,
the full
no,
TV
I'm
guide
sorry,
all
I-
day, but just the Christmas programming.
No. This is the official 25 Days of Christmas schedule though.
The Simpsons.
And
TV
actually, I
show.
take the first thing. It was at 7 a.m. The Simpsons, 10:30 to 11:30. Family Guy,
Are these
11:30.
Christmas episodes of the program. This is on like the
Maybe.
graphic that they released for ABC Family. 25
This is-
Days of Christmas.
Well, the graphic only had like select thing. This is the full schedule listed. The full 25 Days of Christmas schedule would be
Alright.
headed.
If we go through all this is going to take us through the rest of the episode.
I will go through quickly because then we got. I won't read the times. I'll just go. The Santa Claus, the Santa Claus
Okay.
2, the
Well,
Santa
wait,
Claus 3, the
Are
Escape
we going to
Clause.
discuss all these as we go?
Oh, are we?
No, we don't have to. But
This is before the Santa Claus was woke. There you go. You happy?
yeah, there you go.
For those unaware, this new Santa Claus series that was released, apparently Santa Claus complains about how everything's problematic.
Yeah,
and-
Tim
you
Allen
wrote.
Santa's like, you can't even say Merry Christmas anymore.
yeah.
He's Santa Claus. In this universe, canonically, Santa Claus is a dude who usually kills the last Santa.
He does wear a red hat.
He does wear a red hat. You're
alright.
right about that.
So
Oh
yeah,
no.
Santa
Oh no, Santa. First Charlie
First
Brown.
Charlie
now Santa.
Brown.
This is the
Oh,
most
boy.
in-store. Maybe this episode is released exclusively to our YouTube, our messages.
we just released this to our Facebook message.
Yeah. Oh no,
Um,
my computer's dying and my plug's on the other side of the room.
Perfect.
Could you help me out over here? The continuous of the podcast relies on you. The continuance. I don't know how to speak today. Hey,
A good feature
Hi.
for a podcast.
I have not said your name on the podcast because I didn't know if you wanted that hidden or not. Before I read a text that your name was in, and I said name of my girlfriend. But hey, could you go get my charger? The podcast relies on it. Don't you want us to get to the Anastasia episode? The name of my girlfriend will be said in the official Anastasia episode.
Um,
What? It's true. Will it? You gotta introduce yourself.
She could
No?
use a stage name.
Phil said you could use a stage name. She can be anonymous, she said.
We'll use and have a voice modulator too. So be like,
Yeah, you can't have her associated with a podcast.
yeah. All right, so we're still on day one of 25 Days of Christmas. So got
That's
the Santa
right.
Claus, then Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and then we end the night with The Simpsons.
I had never seen Home Alone until our buddy Brad, who you'll notice did not call in, so he did not listen to episode 1.
Wow.
His Christmas party a couple of years ago, he
Right.
does videotape Christmas parties where we just watch old videotapes from his childhood, and one of the movies was Home Alone, and I thought it was better than I assumed it would be.
Yeah, that was surprising that you hadn't that's a movie you hadn't seen.
Yeah,
Guys, Drake likes Christmas and
I really
nostalgia.
do, and you'll know that from the Christmas special episode, I assume.
You'll know that.
You won't know that.
All right. So
This
that
is kind of
animation-
boco to our Christmas special, which I imagine one of the topics will be Christmas.
You'd think.
What if
Alright,
the topic
Friday,
is
December-
every other holiday for that one?
Great.
I don't know.
Friday, December 2nd.
Mhm.
Now this seems like these are all on theme. We start. I mean, I don't know what this is, but it sounds like
I just
cookies.
want
So-
to establish that I said, if you had 25 days to celebrate Christmas, what would you do? And you started reading the full list of what ABC Family is broadcasting.
No, there was some. We
December.
got there. There was a little journey to get there, and then you requested this,
Okay.
and I'm honoring this request. We start with The Preacher's Wife. Then we
What?
go to Jingle. Then we go to Jingle All the Way 2.
No, wait. Not the first one?
Nope.
Jingle All the Way
Then-
2, that serves Larry the Cable Guy, I believe.
Guess they couldn't get the rights to Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Christmas movies, Jingle All the Way.
I think I
Have you
remember
seen
seeing
it?
like I think so. It's like you can get the toy for his kid.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
been
great
a while.
movie.
Then we get Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, a great movie.
Where I am. Disney's A Christmas Carol.
Well, wait, is it the original Miracle on 34th Street or the remake from the 90s?
Remake from the 90s.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Disney's A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Dr.
Disney's A
Seuss's-
Christmas Carol. Sorry, we got to go back. Disney's A Christmas Carol. This is not Mickey's Christmas Carol. This is the CGI monstrosity starring what, Jim Carrey?
Oh, it seems to be, yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that
The
poster is
Zemeckis
horrifying.
joint. Yeah, it is the same technology used for Polar Express.
Great
But
movie.
this time it's garbage. One of the worst Christmas movies that people like for some reason.
Here's the thing, I only saw that movie once and it was in the theater in 3D and it was a great experience. Like one of the very few movies.
If there's something a childhood experience that you
Yeah.
don't want ruined by revisiting it, don't watch the Polar
I
Express.
believe that because I do remember that as being like one of the only movies seeing in 3D that is like this was worth seeing in 3D.
Mm.
Yeah, Home Alone 2, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, not the Jim Carrey one, the 2018 animated monstrosity.
Oh, well, I'll say this: both of those are monstrous. I
I know.
do not care for
Then
Jim Carrey's
a
The
movie from
Grinch.
2017 called The Star.
Disney's Wish.
Oh, this is like an animated thing of the nativity. Yep, it's some weird religious
We're
thing.
here
And
for
then it-
Santa Claus and like emotional nonsense. I don't give a shit about
and then
the
at 1:30
nativity
a.m.
episode.
is The Little Drummer Boy from 1968.
Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum.
Saturday, December 3rd. Oh boy, okay. We got The Little Drummer Boy, then Mickey's
Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum.
Once Upon a Christmas, then Mickey's Twice
Great.
Upon a Christmas,
Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of something else. Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
then The Star, then the Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3. Wow. Now here's something interesting. At 7:15 p.m., we have Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. But according to this, it's not the adaptation from 2018. It is the adaptation from 3018. So this is
100 years from now? We're getting a
100
sneak
years-
peek?
We're getting a exclusive first look at the 150th anniversary edition of Dr. Seuss's The Grinch that will be premiering in 96 years. Wait, no, sorry, 1,000 years from now. This is
That's
1,000
right.
years from now.
Should we make well, we got to tune in, first of all,
We really do. I mean,
And
how often do you
we
get to see that?
make our predictions for what's in that version of the Grinch.
Yeah. Then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but the first Rankin Bass appearance. Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Disney's A Christmas Carol. Sunday, December 4th, Decorating Disney Holiday Magic. Santa Buddies, The Legend of Santa Paws. Then The Search for Santa Paws. Then Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups. Then Tim
Is
Burton's
there a
The Night-
podcast where people watch every Air Bud movie? Probably, right?
I think there is. Isn't that? I think there is.
Okay.
I feel like that's a well-known one, unless I'm completely. Well, there's something called the Airbuds Podcast. Oh yeah, and it seems to be pretty active, and they got a Patreon preview up now.
Hey.
Oh wait, no, but this is not about Airbud. This is about basketball
Oh,
and Lonzo Ball's TV appearances. All right, you heard it here first. We may have a spinoff.
here's butting at you, Air.
Tim Burton, The Night Before Christmas. Oh wait, no, I did it. Yeah, Frosty Rudolph, Home Alone 2, and then Daddy's Home 2.
What?
Now, Monday, December 5th. This
You've
is quite
not
a lineup.
actually said any notes about any of these. Which of these would you not be broadcasting?
Daddy's Home 2. Isn't that
So it's Mel Gibson,
It's-
Marky Mark, multiple hate crime people.
oh wait, that's not what I'm thinking of then.
John
It's-
Lithgow. And Will Ferrell, I believe.
Oh wait, this is what I'm thinking of. I didn't realize I didn't realize these people were in it. Okay, fascinating.
Mel Gibson plays Marky Mark's father, which is appropriate because both of them are hate crime people. Well, has Mel Gibson committed actual hate crimes or just domestic violence?
I mean, wait, Mel Gibson, isn't he? I feel like I mostly know him for, if not hate crimes, hate speech.
Hate speech for sure. Is hate speech count as a hate crime?
Crime against humanity.
Decency. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marky Mark has done
Um,
actual hate crimes.
Yeah. Open
Honestly,
to-
so Phil and I often talk about, and we have often shared with people for the first time, the fact that Matthew Broderick killed two
Sorry.
people in Ireland, but
This
not
is
enough people talk about
important.
how Mark Wahlberg, who is a huge movie star right now, blinded a man in the 80s because he was Vietnamese.
That is important and true. Anna is currently dancing with a ghost.
Yes, this is the ghost of her dead husband.
Her dead of her.
Once
Yeah,
she's done dancing with him, he'll let her go and she will be able to dance with the king at the
with
end.
the king to sing "Shall We Dance." Fascinating. Okay.
I really want to go close the blinds in my dining room because I'm very warm, but I would have to walk away from the podcast for that.
I mean, I can vamp.
Great, Vamp. It's Phil's Vamp Corner. Woo!
All right. So yeah. So call in and say a secret and it'll be great. So the number 518-966-2442. And we can have like it'll be like a little secret, and we can have Drake try to guess it. Or yeah, if it's anything, oh god, oh, he's back. Oh wait, no, he's not. Wait, what is going on over there? It now looks like there's a ghost in Drake's apartment. Some weird lighting stuff happening. Some oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, and okay, yep, he's back. Okay, now. Oh my goodness, who's this monocle guy? Oh, is that the same?
I brought back a piece of crispy bacon.
Oh wow, that was some ASMR right there. So Monday, December 5th. We start with Family Guy. Then we've got Family Guy. Then we've got Holiday in Handcuffs. Then
Hachi
Daddy's
Machi.
Home 2. Then the two Home Alones. Then Scrooged, and then Snow.
Mm.
You know this?
Yes, hold on. Let me finish
Alright.
chewing. Sorry, just needed a drink.
Course.
Snow is a movie I own on DVD.
Oh wow.
I have not watched it on DVD, but I did watch it as a child. Snow is a movie about a woman who works, I believe, as a veterinarian in a zoo, or maybe just a veterinarian. And she's, she's in her mid to late 20s. She's misguided in love. She just can't find a man. And then her mother starts renting a room out to this handsome man who's from up north. And he seems so sure that there's a reindeer in a local zoo that belongs to him, and he's Santa Claus. And they
You
fall
have
in
talked
love.
about this actually.
And it
Yeah. Okay.
stars the woman is what's her name? Ashley something? No.
Tisdale.
I forget her real name. She played Victoria in How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
And the guy who plays Santa Claus is on the Flash TV show as the Reverse Flash.
Okay, I'm looking at the list. So it's Tom Cavanaugh and Ashley Williams.
Oh, I had her first name correct. Yes.
Then the third list of cast member is Patrick Fabian.
Oh, from Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, and one very memorable episode of Pushing Daisies.
I thought you were gonna say one very memorable episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I was not. All right. Now here we go. So Tuesday, December 6th. We start with Stealing Christmas. Then of course Family Guy. Home Alone: The Holiday Heist. Jingle All the Way 2. Scrooged. The two Home Alones. And then Snow 2, Brain Freeze.
I think they should bring back Macaulay Culkin for a new Home Alone movie where he's the burglar.
Yes.
But because of
think-
how good he was at outwitting burglars, he's a master at burglary.
I think this is a popular idea.
Well, you know what? Fine. Then they
I'm
should
saying
definitely greenlight
they
it
should.
and pay me
Oh.
for it.
Now, interesting, because I thought, okay, I guess they only had the rights to the first two Home Alones. But
Hold
Wednesday,
on,
December
Anna
7th,
now also has green eyes. Is the green eyes something that happens when they're being possessed or something?
I don't know, something looks up with her dress, though.
Or did she have green eyes the whole time?
I don't know.
The king is mad at her. The king also dressed in the same color as the Beast in Beauty and the Beast when they dance. I'm just saying.
The king is often angry, it feels like, in general, in this.
I think that probably is true to the original, though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
what
he's got a
I mean,
whip.
often in the, yeah. I don't know if he has that whip.
We'll take a whip to me.
Yeah.
Also, her dress looks heart-shaped, which is fun.
Yeah. I like little curls on the side of her hair.
That's not a whip. That's a whip.
No,
He's
no,
gonna
I'm
whip
saying I
those
don't
people.
think he had a whip in
Oh.
the original. Or you know
Okay.
what? Actually, I could see that being a thing maybe in the original, and then they just took it out of the 2018 production or whatever that I saw. So Wednesday, December 7th starts with Home Alone 3, which is
Oh my god.
the
There's still 20 minutes left in this movie.
first Home Alone movie I saw.
I've not seen it.
It did not star Macaulay Culkin. It does star as this co-star, the sister, Scarlett Johansson, which is
Oh, as a child?
all I knew her from for many years. And
Interesting.
I met her in person a few years ago and said, I like Home Alone 3. She was entertained.
There's
Then
an
Family Guy.
iconic photo of you guys in your old office.
Oh,
I
that's
believe.
right. There is. Then Family Guy, and then the two Home Alones, then three Santa Clauses, and then The Simpsons. Now, some interesting ones coming up here on December 8th. We've got Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House. Then Unaccompanied Minors.
Oh, that movie. Have you seen this film?
I think I saw that in theaters.
It's a very entertaining movie about a bunch of kids who are gonna fly for Christmas, but then it snows too much and they're stuck at the airport.
It's kind of
and
Home Alone in
hijinks
an
ensue.
airport.
It is
Yeah.
kind of Home Alone in an airport. And this movie, well, one, it features one of the stars of the hit new ABC sitcom Abbott Elementary, who previously was on Everybody Hates Chris when he was a child. But this is a movie that my brother used to watch every single day when he was like 10 or 11. It was one of his favorite movies. It's pretty good.
That's cool.
I recommend it. It'd be better to watch than this animated The King and I.
I bet. Yeah, I bet it. Then Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Then Prancer Returns.
Sure.
Then
You remember
Disney The Christmas
Prancer?
Carol.
In this one, he returns.
Disney The Christmas Carol. And then now this is very interesting. 6 p.m. we have Home Alone, parentheses, Pop-in Knowledge.
Is this like pop-up video style Home Alone where there's just a little trivia
maybe,
popping up
trivia.
on the side of the screen?
That would make sense. Then Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Then Christmas in Boston.
Starring former president of the United States, Donald Trump. Do you think they'll cut
Home
him
Alone
out
2,
of that?
Home Alone
Yeah,
2.
do you think they'll cut him out of that version?
I think that is a thing. Didn't they do that? I think that is a thing.
I don't know.
We'll have to watch.
Yep, we'll definitely watch.
Friday,
Neither of us have
December 9th.
cable.
We start with Unaccompanied Minors, and then the Home Alone, then Home Alone 2, and then now here we go. Toy Story Marathon. We've got Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, Disney and Pixar Toy Story that time forgot, and then we end with Home Alone.
Now hold on, there's multiple Toy Story TV specials, but they didn't do a Christmas special, right? Toy Story That Time Forgot is not a Christmas special, I don't think.
I don't think so, yeah.
So I know there's a Halloween one, Toy Story of Terror, but
Oh no, apparently Toy Story that time forgot is a Christmas special.
okay, so that's the only one that should be played. Maybe Toy Story 1 because of that last scene at Christmas.
Well, they have to do all four so that you have the context,
But they're not showing it in chronological order because Toy Story 4 happens after Toy Story Time Forgot. Toy Story 4, great movie. I think that everyone should watch. I think if you're going to be on this
What are you
podcast,
doing
should
on
see
Friday, December 9th at 8:50 p.m.? Should we watch it on Freeform?
it. Yeah, we'll do a podcast of it with commercials.
Yep. Oh, I didn't mean for the podcast. I just meant for me to watch it.
I mean, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. All right, then December 10th. Santa Buddy, The Legend of Santa Paws, The Search for Santa Paws. Then Santa Paws 2,
Wait,
The
was
Santa
that
Paws.
all one movie
It's
title?
No, it was really, so the Toy Stories, it says Toy Story Marathon, but then it lists each Toy Story with the time it's going to be. But then for this, it just says 7 a.m. Santa Buddies, and then underneath just has like a subheaders without time, The Legend of Santa Paws and The Search for Santa Paws. So I believe it's two different things, but for some reason they're under one listing.
Okay.
Then a separate listing, Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups. Then the 2 Home Alones, then
So
Frozen
then
and
I'm
Frozen
thinking
2.
that first one is the full title of the first movie. Wait, Frozen 2, did you say?
Yes, the freeform
That-
premiere.
Not only is that not a Christmas movie, it also features far less ice than the first movie.
Well, then it's followed by Disney's Olaf's Frozen Adventure, also
All
the
right.
freeform premiere.
That is about Christmas.
And then again, the 1994 Miracle on 34th Street.
Why is the first one racist? They never show it anymore, or maybe there's a weird rights issue thing. But I feel like I saw that as a kid and I liked it, but maybe it's racist and I didn't know at the time.
I don't know.
I was recently thinking when I was on 34th Street to watch the parade a few days ago that they should do a new one.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. I just had this
Okay.
idea that Damon Wayans Jr. should be in a remake of Miracle on 34th Street because he's so charming. That's literally all I have.
What's the story? Like some kid goes to the Macy's and Santa's real?
There's an old man who has like amnesia, and he's like, "My name is Kris Kringle," and he's like, I'm the real Santa Claus. And they're like, that seems fake. And then he gets into some sort of trouble with the law because he assaults a man who says that he's not Santa Claus or something like this. And there's a big court case, the people of the United States of America versus Kris Kringle.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
I mean, I haven't seen this movie in like 20 something years,
Mm.
so I might be very wrong. But
Mm.
this is my memory of it.
And have you seen the 1994 one too? Is it like
No,
the
I didn't
same?
bother.
Okay, interesting. Well, because that one does star a friend of ours who we've been bowling with.
Oh, I was
yeah.
unaware of that.
Yeah, I have
Uh,
not seen it.
As
Um,
as I've said to her, I've never seen any of her films.
Yep. December 11th, Prancer returns on accompanied minor, Jingle All the Way 2. I'm just gonna, well, no, I am gonna read all of them just to emphasize how repetitive a lot of the schedule is. Mickey Twice Upon a Christmas, Disney the Christmas Cow, the Three Santa Clauses, and then the freeform premiere of Last Christmas.
Oh, starring Amelia Clark.
Sure.
I paid to watch this movie in the pandemic, and it was very bad. And I
Mine
remember
in
being
December-
very excited for this movie. Do you remember we wanted to go see that in the theaters?
Last Christmas?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
You, me, and our friend Allison were going to go see this in theaters. We tried to find a date for weeks and couldn't find a day that lined up. And then we didn't go.
Oh, is this?
It's a rom-com
Oh.
about a woman who is, she's not lucky in
Yeah.
love. And she meets this guy who's just so charming. And the twist ending, spoilers, is that last Christmas he died and she got a heart transplant. So last Christmas he gave her his heart.
That's great. Wow.
And they've never
Story-
actually met.
Written by Emma Thompson.
Yeah, she's in it.
That's fun.
And with a weird accent
Oh, and
that
Michelle
she decided to
Yeoh,
give herself.
featuring the musical drum. Fascinating. Speaking of spoilers, this Netflix series Wednesday, this just come out?
I guess so. By the way, the King's balloon is going down because Rasputin is celebrating and using fireworks to try
Yeah.
to take over the kingdom.
How has it only been 5 minutes since you said there were 20 minutes left?
Can I
Um,
check it? No, I think it's been 2 hours since I last said that.
What?
It feels
Oh,
like it's been 2 hours.
Yeah. I got it. Okay, yes. Oh, okay. This was released 3 days ago. I had the ending of the Netflix series Wednesday spoiled for me.
I'm so
Um,
sorry. What
it's
was
okay.
that something you were gonna watch?
I mean, probably not, but not like a definite no, It's like,
What?
Mhm.
Spill the secrets.
I mean, you want me to spoil? I think it's genuinely like a big spoiler.
I mean, I think that this show will be on in my apartment because my girlfriend / roommate wants to watch it. But because here's the thing. I think every version of the Addams Family that's been released in our lifetime has been bad because what I grew up with was the TV show from like the 50s or
Hmm.
60s.
What's the one that's,
We read the
There's, like,
script of the
Luis
Addams Family's
Guzman.
Value.
or is he in Wednesday, or is it? Oh, he's in Wednesday. Oh, that's Wednesday. Oh, because I thought his Gomez Adams casting was a great. He looks a lot like the cartoon, like the original comic.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, there's stuff about it that interests me. But if you want a genuine spoiler, so turn off the next like 10 seconds if you don't want to spoil the Netflix series Wednesday. It's that Christina Ricci's character is secretly the villain.
Does she not play Wednesday?
Hi. Thank you.
Oh, Phil has walked away from the podcast, by the way. He's no
Sorry,
longer on.
I got food delivered. And then it's coming up.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's Philly's lunchtime special. What'd you get?
A little pizza.
A little pizza for a little Phil.
No, Christina Ricci played Wednesday like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was in this.
I didn't either until today when I learned she was in it.
Is she
and
playing
secretly
an
the villain.
alternate universe version of Wednesday Addams, who has
I
come from a
believe-
dark future?
I don't think so, but I don't
then
know.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. All right. Spoilers over. I'm waving my arm, but you can't see this because that's a podcast.
Yeah. There's listen.
All right. Yeah, we've
This
got
is
10
being
minutes left of
released
the rest of
after that's. It's April. It's been months.
this. Yeah. All right. December 12th, Family Guy. 5 hours of Family Guy in the morning. And Home for the They do not have 5 hours of Christmas episodes for sure. Then
I mean,
that show's been
they're
out
in
a
like
long
20
time. Yeah.
something seasons. They might have 5 hours
Yeah.
of Christmas episodes.
Then Home for the Holidays. Then Last Christmas. Then Home Alone 2, and Christmas Cupid.
The king is declaring something from his bed. I do think we're almost done with this film.
No. Oh yeah,
No?
no, we are.
Yeah.
December 13th, 7 a.m. We start with a freeform premiere at 7 a.m. of
Oh.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
This is one of the oldest TV Christmas specials. This is the first year they got it.
First year. Followed
Have you
by
ever seen
Kung
Mr.
Fu.
Magoo?
No, I've
Should
been
we watch
compared
every
to
episode
him.
of Mr. Magoo? Here's looking at Magoo, kid.
Then where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Then Kung Fu Panda Holiday.
Okay, hey,
Then
at
the
least it's
little
a holiday.
drummer boy. Decorating
Ba-rum-pa-bum-bum.
Disney. Home Alone 2, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3, and Snow Globe.
Never heard of it.
Wednesday, December 14th.
Oh, his punishment is he's got to shovel elephant doo-doo, and the elephants are
Yeah, this is a
high-fiving.
family
They're like,
podcast. Thank you.
oh, it's fucking doo-doo. He's falling into the doo-doo. His little sidekick is like, ha ha ha. He's got less teeth than ever. Oh no, his final tooth might fall out.
Oh my god.
Th-
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
All right, Wednesday, December 14th, start with Home Alone, The Holiday Heist. Then Family Guy, then Almost Christmas, then The Perfect Holiday, then The Preacher's Wife, Miracle on 34th Street, Getting the Christmas Carol, The Simpsons. Thursday, December 15th starts with something called Call Me Claus,
Please.
which,
Santa was my father.
yeah.
Please call me Claus.
Oh, I'm assuming it's a Christmas special of the Mayim Bialik sitcom Call Me Cat. The Simpsons, The Perfect Holiday, Jingle All the Way 2, Unaccompanied Minors, Home Alone 2, and then Life Size 2, A Christmas Eve. I was not aware there was a sequel made to Life Size.
What's life size?
Isn't that the one with Tyra Banks is the doll that comes to life?
I don't know.
Yes, starring Lindsay Lohan and Tyra Banks.
When is this from?
2000.
Oh,
That is shocking to me that you are not familiar with this film.
I'm not.
Oh, wow.
I also don't
This-
think I knew.
because-
Tyra Banks like 20 in this? This is pre-America's Next Top Model, I assume.
27.
Hmm.
Now, I guess the reason I was not aware there was a sequel is because Life Size 2 of Christmas Eve premiered in 2018.
Did the original stars reprise their roles?
Tyra Banks did.
Oh,
All right. Fascinating. Oh, and it's been revealed she's working on Life Size 3.
exciting.
Okay. Oh,
The
so
king and
it
I are
is
gonna
the same
dance, it
character,
looks
but
like.
Lindsay Lohan has been recast.
Oh, she's a grown up now.
Oh wait, no, she hasn't. What? I think there's some continuity issues. Okay.
All right.
December 16th, we start with It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie.
Which one is this?
It was not a Muppet Christmas Carol from 2002.
Oh, does this have Jesse L. Martin in it?
Doesn't look like it.
That might be like the Muppets Letters to Santa or something like that.
It's the Muppet Theater might be torn down and Kermit's losing all hope. And then he's
Okay.
assisted by an angel who shows him a world
Every
in which he was
Muppet
never
movie.
born. Oh,
Oh, it's Muppets Wonderful Life.
it's Muppets Rerun.
It's Muppets Rerun. That's right.
Yeah,
The Muppets often have good Christmas specials.
this is the first Muppet production without the involvement of Frank Oz.
Mm.
And it's also now it is because Freeform, formerly ABC Family, is owned by
Mhm.
Disney. Yes.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
because this is one of few Muppet-related productions that are currently not owned by the Walt Disney Company,
Interesting.
unless this hasn't been updated.
I mean, it's possible that they've just licensed it.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, they don't own all the no, yeah.
But honestly, I'm not sure if Freeform is still owned by them. Oh, Phil's Pizza's
what?
here, I believe, if you heard that knocking sound. I guess he went to go answer his doorbell before.
Oh my god.
I don't care if you can hear me.
No, I know.
Phil's talking. I don't know if you, the listener, can hear him. But listen, the king and I, it's ending. The king and I are dancing. Their dancing seems to be emitting light onto the courtyard. We're getting a nice pan out as if by drone shot or helicopter. And I believe this is it. We're seeing one last look at the magical land that the king rules, which I assume is Siam, but honestly, in this version might not be. And it's in memory of Cecilia M. Wheeler and Maria A. Miller. Shout out to them. Special thanks to
Oh,
James R.
it's-
Miller.
There's 7 minutes
film
of credits now?
Is over. Oh, there's 7 minutes of credits, which I guess we have to watch.
Yeah. Well, we gotta also
Goes wandered away. I don't know what else we also have to do, but he was saying we also have to do
we
something.
gotta finish reading this schedule. So
Oh boy, I really have to use the bathroom.
Little Drummer Boy, Disney's Prep and Landing, Disney's Prep and Landing, Naughty vs. Nice, Unaccompanied Minors, Home Alone 2, Santa Claus 1 through 3. Then it specifies Family Guy holiday episodes. All right.
So all those
Saturday
other Family Guys,
17th,
just a
yep.
fun treat for Christmas.
Yep.
Conceived and adapted for animation by Arthur Rankin. Wow. All right.
Saturday,
continue.
December 17th. All stuff we've seen before. Sunday, December 18th starts with Cricket on the Hearth.
Ah, this is an old Rankin Bass Christmas special.
really?
I have
Okay.
not seen it, but I've heard a lot about it.
And Call Me Claude, The Santa Clauses, The Grinch, Home Alone, Scrooge. Monday, December 19th, 5 out of Family Guy, Home Alone 2, Scrooge, Santa Claus 1 through 3. December 20th, Family Guy, Mickey's Once, Mickey's Twice, Disney's Home Alone, Disney The Christmas Carol, then Home Alone Pop and Knowledge, Home Alone 2, Last Christmas, Prince Returns. December 24th, Prince Returns, Last Christmas, Home Alone 1 and 2, Disney The Christmas Carol, Disney's Olaf Southern Adventure, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa
Hey.
Claus is Coming to Town, The
Is
Simpsons.
that the first appearance of Frosty the Snowman in
I
this one?
believe so. There may have been one other.
Well, you know what? I
December
think
20
CBS might have the TV rights to that, so there might be some sort of weird.
December 22nd, Santa Buddy, Search for Santa Paws 2, Kung Fu Panda Holiday, Mickey's Once, Mickey's Twice, The Star, Santa Claus, Frosty, Rudolph, Grinch, Disney's Prep and Landing, Naughty vs. Night, The Star. December 23rd, Kung Fu Panda, Home Alone 1 and 2, Miracle on 34th Street, Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas, Grinch, Home Alone 1 and 2, Disney's The Christmas Carol. December 24th, Love the Coopers.
Who?
Love the Coopers. Is that movie with like
Ooh.
Jason Sudeikis?
Oh, that's the Millers.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know. Oh, this is a Christmas movie with John Goodman. Okay. Miracle on 34th Street, Christmas Carol, Home Alone 2, Santa Claus, and then Christmas Day, Home Alone, Santa Claus Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph, Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, Home Alone 1 and 2, and you know you got to finish with it, The Office. The first and only appearance of The Office.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Bill,
All right, we're
I
done.
think we should wrap up here. Wrap up this part 1
Yeah,
of the Patreon episodes. And I will say this. We're still very early into the time frame that we had put aside for this. So I think we should record a second Patreon exclusive episode that will not be anywhere near chaotic as this. What do you think? What do you think?
maybe.
But
Let's
I
just
say we
hang
take a
out.
10 to 15 minute break first.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, Phil
Maybe-
said, okay,
okay.
we're gonna. Well, we'll
No,
see.
we'll finish the episode. We're done.
This episode's
Goodbye.
over. Goodbye. This was not Here's Looking at Your Kid, and I'm sorry.